I'm curious, what's like the queer scene like in Italy? Or you said Rome is where, like
Rome,
around
yeah.
Rome is where you're from,
Right. So I'm gonna have to say, so again, I haven't.
And you can be brutally honest.
Right.
Please be brutally honest.
I remember. So I haven't seen that scene since like almost 10 years,
Yeah,
right? So I can tell you, as of like 7 years ago, it felt very much like Boston scene.
Okay.
Remember when I was describing it to someone in the US many years ago, they were like, "Yeah, that's not like Boston." And it's very cliquey in the sense that you wouldn't go to a bar by yourself.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't go like to a club by yourself. So you always go with, unless you're a tourist, that is, that's kind of exceptional. But if you're from there, you're gonna have to have your clique of like 3-4 friends, and you go like as a pack.
Got you.
That was very much the vibe. And I heard that Boston is a very similar. At least someone told me like it's pretty much like Boston. I'm like, oh, very different from New York City, where it's like you just go by yourself, you do you. So no, it's a
I know. I live in New York, so I know exactly how that is. I'm like, yeah, you can go anywhere by yourself. You'll make a whole new group of friends
literally
by the time you leave.
I was there so many times, and because when I first moved, I stayed there for a few days, and every time I get the chance, I go back to New York. 3 of my closest friends live in New York. My ex is from New York. Like I just love the area, and every time it's just so welcoming to everyone. I don't know, it's amazing.
I know. I'm glad you think that. 'Cause a lot of people are like, New Yorkers are mean,
and I love
like,
their accent. I love the way they talk. They are so brutally honest, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
like you're not like fake by any means. It's the best place.
I love New York too. It's a great city. And so you also mentioned in your interview that you love tattoos.
I do.
How many do you have?
I do have 5 and counting.
Okay, 5 and counting. Love that.
It's kind of funny. Up until this point, all of my tattoos I've done them in different cities on the West Coast. So I started.
That's cool though.
I did like San Francisco. First one is in San Francisco.
Okay.
LA.
Wow.
Seattle.
Okay.
Then I have one from Santa Cruz here, and then I have a huge whale in San Diego.
Wow.
So I kind of started
That's
by.
cool.
I wasn't planning on it. We were just. I don't know. The first one was with some friends that I know at that time. That I did this by myself, and then I just started going with it. And I remember knowing I've always wanted tattoos, but I was so self-conscious about like, can I find something I want for the rest of my life?
Exactly.
And then eventually I did this, and I would have never thought that a tree was gonna be my first tattoo.
Yeah.
And then after I did it, I was like, wait, that's it. It's not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. And I was like, I love them. I'm gonna do more. But thankfully, it's a very expensive habit.
So it's like you can't go every.
So you can't go every. So I'm like, great. At least I have to weigh budget, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm planning. The next one. There's like a coffee cup that I would like to do.
Love that.
But also I want something way bigger, like geometric, on my entire length.
Whoa.
But I eventually.
Yeah,
but
I'm working there. I'm gonna get there.